Hello, I'm in Poipet, and these really are strange times at the moment. I took a job here about just over a month ago, and it's a small border town, and it's a bit chaotic. When I first got here, the road was flooded, the apartments were overpriced, and it seemed very unfriendly. I just left Battambang, which was a nice peaceful city, the second biggest city in Cambodia, the third by population but the second in mass, and it was a really lovely place. But I was having problems at work, so I took a job in Poipet, and here I am. Let me tell you a bit about Poipet. I first came to Poipet about 3 years ago. I was travelling from Thailand, and it was my first visit to Cambodia. I bought my visa on before I arrived to make the chances of me being scammed a bit less. But oh my god, it was like a scene from Mad Max. It was like the Wild West. Everybody was trying to befriend me, everybody was trying to get me to pay them to fast track me through. I even bought a SIM card for Cambodia, which turned out to be a SIM card for Thailand. It only cost me $5, but it was really inconvenient because it worked when I was in Poipet, but as soon as I got my bus and started heading away from Thailand and into Cambodia, it stopped working because guess what? It was a Thai SIM card, and I already had a Thai SIM card. It meant I couldn't contact my tour guide. It was just a pain in the ass. But anyway, I arrived here. It appeared very unfriendly. Like I said, the road was flooded. It is rainy season, so it's to be expected. Nobody spoke good English, and that's reasonable because I'm in their country and I need to learn to speak better Khmer really. But it was quite an isolating experience to start with. But you know what? I've been here for a month now. I actually like it now. My apartment's still not great, but my school's good. My students are wonderful. The students are always wonderful, and my co-teachers always wonderful. Sometimes the schools are. This one's a good one. I've actually worked for this school before at different campuses around Cambodia, and this one compares favourably to any of them really. I'm very happy to be at this school. The cost of living is pretty cheap. Apart from accommodation, decent accommodation is quite scarce, and so I'm in a grotty little room at the moment. But I will find somewhere. It's early days. Anyway, Poipet, where I am at the moment, I've just come out of the supermarket, and I'm surrounded by casinos. People aren't allowed to gamble in Thailand, so they cross over the border and come to Cambodia, or they did, and they can gamble. There's a lot of Chinese people here, a lot of Indians, a lot of Indonesians. There's not many Barang, there's not many white-faced long noses here. But coincidentally enough, I'm working. One of my colleagues is a guy from Stevenage, all the way in Poipet, and I'm working with a geezer from Stevenage. That's quite a coincidence. Anyway, so there's trouble at the moment. One of the advantages, one of the good things about moving to Poipet was I can cross the border into Thailand, and I'm not very far away from my favourite place in the whole wide world, Koh Chang. Anyway, there's been border disputes going on for the last since I've got here really, about maybe the last month. People are arguing over land. It's an ongoing thing with Khmer people and Thai people and the Vietnamese arguing over land, and it's come to blows. There was some soldiers end up having a bit of a shoot 'em up a little while ago, and a Cambodian soldier was actually killed. Anyway, that's heated things. As a result, the border's now closed. I cannot cross from Cambodia into Thailand anymore via Poipet, which is a bit of a pain in the arse really. Although I did do it a few weeks ago, and I went to visit Koh Chang for a few days. But now I can't do that anymore. If I want to visit Thailand now, I've got to travel to the nearest airport, which will be Siem Reap, I suppose, and then fly to Bangkok, which sort of like takes the jam out of my donut a bit. It's a shame, you know, because I don't really want. I will not take sides. I love the Thai people and I love the Khmer people, and as far as I'm concerned, I just wish they'd stop. It's a shame. It's causing uncertainty. A lot of people cross the border every day for work. A lot of Khmer people, they travel into Thailand every morning. There's a big market on the other side, and they work there and then come home in the evening, and they do it every day. Anyway, they don't do it every day now. the border is strictly for you know, if someone's got a medical emergency, they'll be benevolent, but in general you can't just mosey through anymore. Yeah, it's not very good. And what I've found as well is, now I've been here for a while, it isn't the people that weren't friendly, it was me. I was a bit miserable when I first got here because I didn't like the city. It was a small Phnom Penh. It was very busy and it seemed very unfriendly, or well, not unfriendly, but you know what capital cities are like and big cities are like. People are just going about their business. They're tear-arsing around trying to make money, and it's a bit like that. But now I've been here for a while, the people are friendly. The people in Cambodia are always friendly. It was me. I was unapproachable. I wasn't very friendly, and that was the difference. But anyway, it's actually a very nice place, and I'm going to have a wander around now. It's very contrasting. It's full of decent people that are trying to make a living. Although the border is very scammy, the border is not the whole place. The border is just the border, and I think you'll find that most borders in this part of the world have a scammy element. There's people trying to make money. There's a lot of poverty, so there's people trying to make money wherever they can. But in general, it's just a place full of hard-working people. It's just like anywhere else in Cambodia. The people wave, they smile, they're friendly, and people do speak quite good English, some people, although the demand to speak English isn't as high here because it's not particularly a tourist place, not a Barang tourist place anyway. There's no beach here, there's not really a lot to do for tourists. So apart from the casinos, and people don't come to Cambodia from my part of the world to visit casinos really, but there are still the English. I don't think that Khmer people are going to need us for much longer to help them learn English. I think they'll be quite capable of teaching each other, but I'm going to stay here for a while because I love it. I've just renewed my work permit and my visa for another year, and I've got no intention of returning home. You know, I watch the news sometimes, and I have a look on YouTube, and I like to follow Mike Graham, Talk TV, Kevin O'Sullivan, Alex Phillips. Nothing that's going on at home really seems very appealing to me. And here I get smiled at every day. I get people being nice to me every day. The food is fantastic. There's a bit of flooding. My apartment isn't very good. Adjustments do need to be made, but adjustments, things that I can adjust. So all in all, it's very good. At the moment, I'm just walking back from the supermarket I just went to. The Big C is called. And I thought I'd take this opportunity to show you a little bit of Poipet. Not many people vlog in Poipet because it's a border town and people don't like it very much. Somebody, when I was in Thailand a couple of weeks ago, told me that Poipet was the worst place they'd ever been, and that was a traveller. Now, I can see why they would think that, just crossing the border, but they haven't spent any time here. They've just come through the border. People have tried to scam them, they've been frightened, and they've moved on, probably to Siem Reap or wherever they were going. And as a result, they said it was the worst place they've ever been. For me, it's far from the worst place I've ever been, but at the moment, it's a funny place because it's very built up, and you'll see it in a little while. But over there you've got a casino, there's a casino there, there's a nightclub there, and there's the road's quite wide, and you know, although it's not particularly posh, it's not dirty or horrible, but it's just full of people whizzing around, going about their daily business. And you know, it's the same in London. People can seem quite rude, but they're not really rude. Or you know, some people are, some people aren't. They're not particularly rude. That's not on their agenda. They're just busy, and it's the same anywhere in the world. You find the countryside areas, the people have got more time, and they'll stop and they'll talk to you. But this is okay here. It's friendly enough. It's not hostile. I'm a little bit concerned because there is a possibility that Thailand and Cambodia could go to war. God forbid. I mean, oh dear, that's a terrible prospect. But as an outsider, you know, my opinion isn't valid, and I'll keep my opinions to myself. When you travel to these places, you don't criticise the government. You don't criticise the royal family. I'm a guest in their country, and it's a great country, and I'm very grateful to be here. I'm very happy to be here. I've got a fulfilling job. I'm helping people. I earn a reasonable standard of living. Yeah, I'm very happy with my lot, you know. And when I look at what's going on in the UK at the moment, like I said earlier on, it seems pretty bad, and I think I'm much better off here. It's rainy season at the moment, and honestly, when it rains, it really does come down. As I say, I really hope they don't go to war here. I always say to my colleagues and friends and my students that if you came to the UK, you'd find that as an Englishman, the Welsh don't like us very much, the Scottish don't like us very much, the Irish don't like us very much, and even across the English Channel, the French don't like us very much. In fact, we're not a very popular race of people at all. And even more so, being a Londoner, the rest of England don't like us very much either. So that's the cross we have to bear. But if they came to England, they wouldn't care. They wouldn't, like, the same as I don't want to take sides. If a Khmer person came to the UK and they met a decent Scotsman, a decent Welshman, they wouldn't care. They wouldn't want to take sides and have an opinion. Nice people are just nice people, and that's my attitude here. There's other benefits to living in Poipet as well. I mean, the food. Now, because there's so many different nationalities living and working here, there's a lot of different cuisines as well. If I go on Food Panda or Grab, or if I walk around the streets and I'll go to restaurants, I can buy Chinese food, I can buy Indian, obviously I can buy Khmer, I can buy Thai, Filipino, Indonesian. All the greats are here. And for someone like me who really enjoys Asian food, it's a luxury and it's very affordable. You know, I can walk around and I can go and see a street vendor. This morning I bought egg, bacon and rice for breakfast. It came in a little pack and it comes with a spoon. I went into work this morning for a few hours and it cost me 5,000 real, which is £1, it's £1. So me being the greedy git that I am, I bought 2 of them. And one of them's enough, really. It's not a huge size portion, but it's big enough to stop you feeling hungry. But me, I bought 2. So that's definitely one of the good things about being in Poipet. My golf, a lady just stopped me and she saw my shopping bag and she went, money, 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 Saudi cup. So obviously I knew she was Thai and not Khmer. She said, money, money. I said, no, I don't have. I do have money. I have but I've got like $5, the equivalent of $5 bills in my pocket, and I'm not going to part with one of those. So she pointed my shopping bag and she saw I've got some Oreos in my shopping bag, and she was talking to me. So I went, oh God. So I gave her my packet of Oreos, and their chocolate and peanut butter flavour as well. So I wasn't best pleased, to be honest with you. I need to buy some more now. That was my weekend treat. When we get back to my apartment, if you stay with me, I'll give you a look around my apartment, my grotty apartment. You know, sometimes you have to live a life and be grateful for it, grateful for what you've got, you know, instead of moaning about what you haven't got. We've all got our problems and things don't always go according to plan, but you can make them better. Now my apartment is up 7 flights of stairs. I can't cook, I can't do my own laundry, and it's a bit of a pain in the arse because, and also I can't really go running where I am either because it floods all the time. And those three things are very important to me. But I'm not going to moan about it. I'm going to get a couple of months work under my belt at this new school, and I'll get a new apartment. I'm going to join the gym on Monday, so I'll have to run on the treadmill for a while it's raining season, and I'll reevaluate the situation after the water festival in October or November when it stops raining. I'd also like to run the Siem Reap half marathon again this year. Hello, and maybe get a PB if I can. So you know, so that's on the agenda as well. So I really need to keep my fitness levels up because at my age as well, it's not good to wind down because I'm 59 next month, or I'm 59 in August, and if I start winding down now, there's a chance I might not bloody wind up again, and I can't afford to let that happen. At the moment I'm about 75 kilos, whereas at one point I was 99 kilos. I remember weighing myself back in the UK a few years ago. So I'm pretty much where I want to be. I've got low body fat, I've got high testosterone. Things are good, but you have to work on that. You have to keep it like that. It doesn't just stay like that. You have to work on it, you know. You have to get busy. You have to get busy. You have to be comfortable being uncomfortable. You know, if I spend my life in the comfort zone, I'm not working hard enough on whatever it might be, whether it's my teaching career, whether it's my fitness regime, whatever it might be. I need to be comfortable being uncomfortable. I'm tempted to try the casinos one weekend as well. Maybe after I get paid one month, I'll go and have a look. Anyone that knows me knows I used to be a bit of a bastard for the old Texas Hold'em, and I did have a modicum of success, you know. I won a tournament or two, both online and face to face, and I haven't played for a few years, and I'm not sure if it's what's the word? I'm not sure if it's honest. I've got a feeling it might not be, but I think maybe I'll take $100 into a casino one Saturday night, or you know, one weekend, and have a go at the blackjack or Texas Hold'em and see how I get on, see if I've still got it. It could be fun. Could be fun. I mean, if you can, you know, I can actually live here, right? I can eat, I can go shopping, I can have a few beers, I can sit in a restaurant once or twice a week, and I can live for maybe $100 a week. 80 quid, 75 quid. You know, that's pretty good. And my rent's $150. I've just paid my rent actually for the second month, and with utilities, water and electricity, it comes to $189. I mean, come on, that's about 150 quid to live for the month. Can you even do that for a week in the UK? Anyone know what that is? It's called durian. I think it's durian season because the bloody things are everywhere. Now, I'll try any kind of food. I've eaten frog since I've been here. I've eaten mystery meat. I've eaten a variety of different foods since I've been here. I've eaten bugs and crickets and you know, mealworms and all sorts of things that aren't very appetising, and most of them are better than you think. But there's certain things I would never eat again, and one of them is durian. I would never, unless I was starving hungry, eat durian again. Should be sure. That's a lady who cooks my dinner when I go to run my lunch during the week at school time. She's very nice. Where was I? Yeah, so durian, I wouldn't eat that again. These things have to be tried though, I think. But it smells like rotting flesh, and it tastes like rotting flesh as well. People say that it tastes better than it smells, but nah, mate, not for me. It doesn't. But yeah, give it a whirl, and I'll tell me what you think. Another thing I would never eat again. I don't know what it's called in Cambodia, but they do have it in Cambodia. In the Philippines, they call it balut. It's an egg with an embryo inside it. I think an egg traditionally takes 21 days before it's ready to hatch. Now you can eat balut. I had it after 16 days and it's still eggy, let's say. It's the embryo inside. I can show you some pictures. It's rather unpleasant. It tastes eggy, so it doesn't even taste bad, but it's the fact that it's got a soft embryo inside it. If you leave it for a few days more, I think you can go up to like 20 or 21 days. All of a sudden you've got a crunchy chick inside your egg, and that's not for me. There's not that many things that put me off. I'm quite a strong stomach, but you know, at the end of the day, people say, oh, it's yummy, but I haven't come in to do a bush tucker trial. Like I say, I'll try anything, but I'm not going to be a martyr. I'm not going to put myself through an endurance test on a regular basis. So yes, that's another thing I wouldn't try again. Another thing I'd want to say about it here as well, right, is I've never seen a nation with so many good-looking people, and I don't mean that in a sexual way. I mean good-looking people. The men, they're handsome and they're charismatic. The ladies, they're very feminine and girly. They've got long hair and they smile and they're polite and they're shy, and it's really super cute. The children, well, I teach kindergarten and they can be little gits sometimes, to be honest with you. They want me to pick them up and throw them around. They don't take any notice of me, but they're so lovely. The old people, they're beautiful, you know, I want to hug them. Yeah, so they're absolutely a wonderful, beautiful race of people. You know, the ratio. Now this is good. Well, it doesn't look good, does it? It's quite funny really, because this is traffic management Khmer style, and there isn't any traffic management really. It's just every now and again you might see a cone every now and again, but they're digging the roads up to replace the drainage system because like I say, it floods really quite badly. So they're trying to fix it. They're trying to level up. You know, they're not just living on their laurels. They're trying to. Oh look, we've got pigs. They're trying to. Hello, Porky. Yeah. Hello, Hello. Not bad, thank you. I'm going home, thank you. Yeah. Where was I? Yeah. So they're trying to fix it, and it's already working. The roads are a little bit less floody now than they were when I first arrived here. And you never know when it's going to rain. It absolutely, you know, it doesn't. The other day it drizzled. I've never seen drizzle before. Normally it's nice, it's overcast, it pisses down, and there's not that much of a warning, and then it stops and then the sun comes out again. But sometimes the aftermath of the rain means that it floods quite badly for several days, which is a real pain in the arse for me, because I've got to wear my shirt and tie and a pair of business shoes to school, and I'm tippy-toeing, pitter-pattering around trying to find ways through, and it's not always easy. You can see there, these are the new pipes that they're laying, and they're having a go, so fair play to them, good luck. They could maybe do with a men at work sign, so a few more cones and some arrows maybe, but that's just the traffic management man in me coming out. Okay, so we're almost back at my apartment, and I'm going to show you. Now, I've lived in a few different places since I've been here, and I've lived in one place that was worse than this. When I was in Kampong Spoo, I woke up one night, I had a cockroach on my back. Rather unpleasant experience. I haven't sampled that here, but I am up 7 flights of stairs, and it is a pretty dingy to do with no facilities and low water pressure, and it's not great, but I'm going to show you anyway. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's called Kim Heng Guest House, and if you want to pop round for a cup of tea, I'm in room number 315. Here we are. Not great, eh? Right, let's turn the fan on. 1, 2, 3. Turn the light on. I've got a bed. I've got a wardrobe. I've got a toilet. And I've got a shower. The shower's got hot water. I've got aircon as well. You know, in general, life is good. Let's have a look on the balcony. Now when it rains, this road along here, honestly, it's a nightmare. My school's down there. This is the way I have to walk to school every morning, and it's about 5 minutes away. So you know, there are plus sides. You know, if you look for the plus sides, it doesn't cost me anything to get to work and back every day. There's a lot I haven't really explored down there, to be honest with you, but there's a temple down there, I think, and there's just more of the same. But anyway, so that's it really. Right, well, I'm going to wind this video up now. I hope you enjoyed it. Give you a little look around Poipet, and if you're a member of my family or one of those people that give a shit about me, then you might be interested to see where I am now. And if so, thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe and comment and share and all that shit if you'd like to. If you don't like to, I can't say I blame you. See you next time.